Hello. Hi. Let me see. Oh, how am I doing? Welcome back. I haven't played for a while, but Easter break and all that. That's okay. Okay, that's okay. It's okay. I can look later. That was a weird looking tree. So anyway, Terrafirmacraft Plus. I have built a little house, and the last time I played, I ran around looking for stuff. Oh, we got rain. Let me see if I can. I think I should turn on the volume a bit, especially the weather. There we go. Okay, so in Terrafirmacraft Plus, you start out in the Stone Age, basically. You start out by picking up rocks, smashing them together, and crafting your very basic tools. And then you have a lot of things to deal with. You have gravity, you have weather, you have thirst, you have hunger. The food is going to go bad if you can't store it properly. So I am somewhere, I'm not quite sure where. I'm here, okay, and home is looking away. Hey dog, I think it was around here. There's my house. Okay, so apparently I've been running off. I was just gonna look for some crops to bring with me, and apparently I ran off. I found dates here on my map, so that's fun. And also something that is really good, I found flax. Flax is what makes linen, and linen will protect me because you can also make clothes. So this is a really cool mod. You can make clothes, and linen, as you know, if you've worn it before, is really nice in summer because it makes you feel cool. So I think that I'm gonna work on making some clothes later on, but there are a few steps that we need to get past. And also having cloth is gonna allow me to make a bed. And that's good too. So I don't have to stay up all night. And we've also found jute, apparently, and that's also really good because that will allow me to make sacks that I can store food in. So let me just run home quickly. Turn that way is home. And also try not to die. You can see these swirly bits. My dog is here. Hello dog. They are because I'm thirsty right now. Ludwig, I'm trying to use my arm. I'm gonna die of thirst if you're not gonna let me play. Hey dog, I love you. I love you just as much now as I did 10 minutes. Lie down. No, he's not gonna let me. So I'm not running very fast because I'm thirsty. So we're gonna try and find. Is that water over there? I don't know if walking in the wrong direction is going to be good for me right now. So I'm walking very slowly. This must be a date palm too, right? But no dates, okay. Oh, and I see more. Everything is so pretty. So I made a mod pack where I added a few things to this. Flat, not fully grown yet, so I'm gonna leave it. But look at these heather. We have white and pink heather, and these were just green in spring, but now when it's summer, it's turned this really pretty color. And we have prairie grass, really pretty too. Is that water over there? Oh, it is. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So in order to drink, you need to have an empty hand. And then you right click on the water. You can see my water bar fills up. Over to the right, I'm just going to make sure now that you can see it. Yes, you can see it. Okay, so once I turn this off, you'll be able to see it. Over to the right, I can't point because you can't see my hands. You can see a temperature bar, blue on the bottom and red on the top. And that is how cold or hot I am. So right now, I'm pretty comfortable. I would say that I'm wet because of the rain, but apart from that, we're good. So now when I've been running around gathering some stuff, the next step for me is gonna be to get copper. And that's what I have in my description of this stream. I need copper. Oh. Having the microphone turned on must work a lot better. And there we go. So I'm gonna run back to my house and we're gonna start looking for copper. I'm gonna need copper for my next project, and that's gonna be to make a saw. That will be the next thing. The saw is a tool that you need to make planks, and planks are what you need to make lumber. Or was it the other way around? Anyway, you need it to make a crafting table. So that's what we're gonna do. Home. I want to make it home. And copper, you could find it by just, if you're lucky, and find little nuggets of copper on the ground. Although where I have spawned, you can see it's really lush. There's a lot of grass and shrubs and bushes and whatnot. So I found not a lot of metal nuggets or even rocks are like you can't find them really. I got some horses there. How close am I to home now? I'm over there, and home is basically to the south, so I need to turn that way. I can see up there some kind of mineral. Hopefully good. And that's rocks. So rocks are handy, but what I need now is mostly copper. So we're gonna need to keep an eye on that. But if I don't find it, this is jute. That's also really good. If I don't find it lying on the ground, I could pan for it. So that will be what I'm gonna do when I get home. So let's get the jute. There we go. I also got some heather. And when you pan, it's basically like you've seen in the movies. You get a little plate or a pan and you use it on streaming water. You get some grass. It was mature, but it didn't look very big. Pick up some gravel or sand and then you wash it out in streaming water, and if you're lucky you're gonna find a little nugget of metal. So that's what we're gonna try. Let me just check to make sure now the microphone is on, I'm visible. Good. Alright. It's getting dark, but we don't have to worry about monsters in the overworld in Terrafirmacraft. The monsters are in caves and underground. So we're gonna have to try and make it home in the dark. Also need to keep an eye on any ravines or holes. Don't want to fall from too high because you can really get hurt. If you fall from, I don't know the exact number, but if you fall down, see something here too, you can really, you can break a leg or at least get a fracture of some sort. Barley is really good. So I have some barley already. So once I have 97%, 95, I think I'm gonna mark this anyway, because grains, they're gonna help you. Barley, they're gonna help you tame animals, and also you can grind it and make flour and make bread, and then you can make some pretty cool sandwiches. So that will be fun. So we're heading on home, getting closer. And I think once I get closer, I'm gonna try and get an animal too. It's good to have an animal for dairy. I'm gonna need that. Also, it would be good. I'll show you what I'm thinking about. If you look at this one, you can see that you have different bars that you need to fill up. So I'm eating a lot of vegetables. I'm eating carrots and seaweed, so I'm doing okay. But my grain, protein, and dairy are going down. Fruit is going to be fine because I have an apple tree right outside my house. But we need to figure that out. I could kill an animal, but I don't like killing animals. Where am I? Ugh. I'm terrible at finding my way. Also, animals will try to kill you back. They're really strong, so we need to be smart with the way you hunt. But mostly it's because I don't like killing animals. Even in Minecraft, it hurts. So, I see that there's some animals over here. Feels like I should be walking on them right now. Here they are. They're sleeping. They're blending in. So I got bisons, and they will turn into cows if you... well, they won't turn into cows, but their offspring will be cows eventually. I'm running past my house again. I am. That way. Yeah. Everything is so pretty. Sort of just looking at all the heather and all the plants. That was a mod that I added called... oh, that is so close to being ready. Let me see. TFC Aesthetics. And it really is aesthetic. It adds juniper and all these other... Oh, more barley. 97, 95. But especially the heather. When they turned all these colors, that was very pretty. And also the prairie grass, I like that too. Okay, we're getting closer. I can almost see it on the map. Just like I've run past this palm tree before. I might have. I might. There is my house. My house. Okay. So, this looks a bit wonky. I don't know why. It's supposed to look like that. I guess it will look better eventually. So let's go in and store our stuff. So I have 55 flax. That's really good. 20 jute. I got oats. I got more oats and I got barley. So I got 2 types of grains. Only 1 barley seed, carrot seed, oat seeds, jute, and a lot of flax. Okay, so I need to eat. And food is more or less decayed. But I can make a yummy carrot and seaweed salad, so let's do that. Nom 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 nom. Oh, I got more carrots. We're gonna have to diverse a bit more, but I saw there are scallops in the water just outside me, so I can definitely pick that and that will help. We should also do some drinking and then we'll be fine. I mean water. We should drink water. And then we're all good. And we should put our stuff away. And then we're gonna pan for copper so we can get into the next step. Yeah. Let's do that. That one is full and that one is almost full. So let's make another straw basket. So in the beginning, you can't make your stopped by this saw. That's what you need to progress into the next step. Then you can make planks and then you can make your crafting table and you can make chests and barrels and everything that you need to progress. So right now I'm stuck with storing my things in little baskets. That's okay. Oat, barley, oats. I should pull that together and I can go out and plant the heather. Roof I can't store like that. And put that away. Put my rocks away. I should probably plant... oh, I got tetrahedrite. That's good. This is copper. So I mostly just need 2 more. That's good. Good, good. Do I have clay? Not a whole lot. At all, actually. Okay, sun is rising. Let's place our heather. This is what the heather looked like before summer. I don't want it there. Maybe there and there. Okay. All right. Maybe we can do some more planting. And then we're gonna have to go and get copper. Unless I was smart. Probably wasn't. Unless I was smart and made molds before I left, but I don't think I did. No. There's something with, I don't know if it's the texture pack. But yeah, it looks strange. And also this. Because you can, if I walk on it, you can see that it's still just a normal path that you get from, I'll show you. I'll break the leaves, and then if you right click, oh yeah, it don't work on sand, it works on dirt. It's a dirt road. Anyway, that's how it looks. Never mind. Now we have a lot of, I guess we could plant it around here. I'm gonna use the axe to break the leaves. Break, break. So let's plant the flax over here by the water. Oh, I'm gonna need a hoe. So all the tools that I have now are just stone tools. I might not need all of the seeds planted. Seems a little bit excessive because I do have a lot of flax already. Plant, plant, plant. That will be enough. All right, so let's go in and drop that there. In case I die, I'm gonna pull, there we go. I got oats, barley, and pull the barley too. And then all the flax. I can't do anything with the flax yet until I have made a barrel. And I can't make a barrel until I have a saw. So that is what we need to do. I got my clothes on, so I'm protected from the sun. So let's go over to there. I can see that I wrote clay. Okay, let's take a swim. Here you can see the scallops. So that is something I'm gonna also take care of later. The thing with the scallops are that you, as soon as you pick them, they will only last for so long. They will die eventually. They're a little bit sensitive that way. And once they're dead, they're gonna start decaying. So it's smarter to pick scallops and put them in a barrel of salt water, because then they will stay alive. And then you can store them and have food that won't go bad. So that is what we're gonna do. I could use clay bucket for that too, so I might do that. Okay, I wrote clay here somewhere. There we go. So let's get clay. I hope I have more than this. That was clay. 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 I'm gonna have to. You see that gravity, well, gravity works for sand in regular Minecraft too, but it gravity works for dirt too in Terrafirmacraft. Now let's do some calculation. I need to make, oh, I broke my shovel. I need to make a couple of molds. I need to make a vessel that I can melt my copper in. I have ceramic bowls. Hopefully they're gonna be enough. It's probably better to have more. Chop chop. There we go. And we need to make the mold for the saw. A little bit fussy on how to do that. Not like that. Let's see. Chop, chop, chop. This is gonna turn into... No. I need to look that up. Hang on. I forgot. Wiki TFC plus. And... search for saw. Okay, I wasn't very far off. I might not even... Let me look. There. Not very far off. So I fire that to put the copper nuggets in, and then I have to fire it again. And when I do that, I have to fire the saw mold. And then when I take out the copper, it's gonna be molten, and then I can pour it into the saw mold, and that will give me my first tool. Also, it would be good to have a mold or pickaxe. Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well do... large vessel. And let's do some more. Because the clay vessels, they're good for storing grain. So that will always come in handy. And I can use the large vessels to store my scallops in. At least a few. So let's see. You can fit 4 things in each fire pit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that one needs its own. So let's make one more mold. So we're not wasting space. There we go. Okay, and I can always come back and get more. And
let's head home. Swim. So the thing is, you need to keep an eye on your food, because the food grows in spring. No, not spring. Basically, summer and fall is when you have time to store things. So you need to get your stuff before. Ooh, dangerous. You need to get your stuff before winter comes. That's what I'm trying to say. And home is that way. Oh, I can even see it. And also you have the problem with food decaying, so you need to have a storage in place somehow. Now I'm not sure where I spawn at the Z value is minus 12,000, which means I'm not quite sure, but 0 is the equator and minus 30,000 is the North Pole, so somewhere in the middle. Like, I don't know what that would be. Italy, maybe? That part of Europe, or whatever that translates to in North America or Asia. I don't really know what. You can tell if you're in Asia by how the hat is going to turn out. I'm trying to get into my house. There we go. All right, let's leave our clay. Let's go make a fire pit. I need straw for that. Straw. Flax. Oh, I had straw. And then I'm gonna need wood. Now, wood. There we go. And also let's try and do this somewhere so we don't burn up the whole world. This fire spreads very easily in Terrafirmacraft too. There we go. Okay. Black. Okay. I'm very hungry and I'm very thirsty, so I'm really slow. But I just want to start this. So when you have your clay items, you need to make fire pits. And that is what we're going to do now. You put your clay items on the bottom of the pit. And then you have to cover it with straw and wood. So let's move stuff around. We need all our clay items. And then we're gonna need straw. So you, oops, no, you don't stand in the pit, but you shift and right click and you can store 4 items. Unless it's a big one, and then you can only store 1. And 2 plates and the saw. Can't forget the saw. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. And then we're gonna put wood on top. 8 wood. It's 8 straw and 8 wood. New. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we need the fire starter. Fire starter broke. 1, 2, 3, 4. let's make a new fire starter. There. All right, so that has to burn for, I think, 8 hours. So let's drink some water. And go back home. Ooh. We should probably just keep an eye on the fire first. I'm just gonna break the leaves. I've started a few forest fires in Terrafirmacraft, so I don't want to be... I don't want to do that again. It's very realistic. Okay, but this should be fine. So we can go back and make some food. Food. Oh, I can also light a fire in here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Oh, I had more oats. Nom, 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 nom. One thing you can do in the mod pack that I had, because I added a mod called cellar add-on, so you can build a cellar, like a food cellar, to store your food. I love my seaweed and carrot salads, so that's something I should look into too, just to store the food better. All right, so let's plant the oats too, and then we can start looking for gold or copper. So just regular bowls, the ones that you eat from when you make your delicious salads, is what you also can make for panning. And I'm not really looking for gold, I'm looking for copper. Oh, did I break my hoe? Let's just get some more rocks. Some more rocks. There we are. I have sticks. So I need another. Oh, is it like this? Yes, it was. It's best to plant as much as you can in early on, because otherwise it might not have time to grow before the season ends, and then everything dies because it's too cold. So also there's something with the whole, I think you can fertilize, I think, and there's something with the water system, but I'm not quite sure. Like you can see when I select the hoe, there's a little box to the right of it, and you can check for something, but I'm not quite sure what it is, and I'm not quite sure. New. It's definitely not. Ah, I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh. So it's red, but not always. Okay, this is, I'm not quite sure, so I'll have to think about that. Okay, so let's start. I have my gold pan, and what I could do is, if I break this first block, I'm I'm gonna get streaming water and clay. So I pick up sand and then I hold it in streaming water, and I heard a click, so I got something. Oh, I got copper already. Wood. So you just keep going, and eventually the sand block is gonna break. But then I could just take from the gravel block that's right next to it. So you can use sand and gravel. So you just right click on it, and then you right click on a flowing water block. And I got 2. So I think with the 8 tetrahedrites, something I got, I have 10 copper altogether, and that's what I need to make the saw. But I could keep going and see if I can get more, because then I could make the pickaxe at the same time, and that would be good. We'll see. I'm using up a lot of sand here. I used up all the sand I had. Let's... Is the fire still on? No, it's done already. Good, good, good. So what I could do is make the saw. I'll do that. I can always get more. This really annoys me. I can look for more later. Oh, look. I got berries. I can make seaweed, carrot, blackberry salad. Delicious. Hold left control button. Apparently this salad is not very tasty because it's not sweet, not sour, not salty, not bitter, not savory. I'm not very good at making food. But anyways, let's go and get the tetrahedrite. And our 2 copper nuggets. I'm gonna need more because I need to do this whole firing thing again. So I need more wood. And let's go back to where we were. So let's remove that one. I don't need to hold those, but yeah, I need wood. I don't need clay. There we go. So I'm gonna pick up my molds. And that one, and that one. Okay. So now I right click with my ceramic vessel, and then I put my copper in there. And I hope this will work. Where did I put the... There. So now I have to place that again. Place. And then I don't need to do anything more. That's all I need to do. So I need to put 8 straw and 8 wood. There we go. I'm guessing that that fire starter is not going to be good enough. So once that one finishes, I'm gonna have molten copper and I can pour that into my saw mold. And then, baby, we're gonna be rolling. Because then I can make the crafting tables and I can make planks and I can make all kinds of wooden things. I can make chests, I can make tool racks, I can make a loom, I can make a barrel so I can soak my flax, so I can make my fabric. Oh, it's gonna be good. Good. But in the meantime, I could just... I know what I'm gonna do. I think I have some sand or gravel that I've picked up. I usually do. Yes. Dirt I can't use, but I can use sand. I could just place the gravel. It doesn't need to be from the area that you're in. You can just place it and will still count as this area. Eventually, you're gonna get a message that says that the area is overworked, and then you just have to move a little bit. This is not like, this is just for the beginning. Once I have this area seems to be overworked, you probably wouldn't find much. Okay, so let's move a little bit. Once you have your pickaxe and maybe also a prospector's pick to search for areas that have a lot of... Is that one streaming? Not really though, is it? I didn't want to waste any... Let's do this instead. The prospector's pick is something that you use to look for areas that have a lot of minerals. And then you can actually mine. And that's also a whole nother thing, because you're gonna get cave-ins if you're not careful. So yeah, nothing is easy in Terrafirmacraft, and that's what makes it so fun. I'm not having a lot of luck though. You? Only gotten 2 pieces so far. Sometimes you do find gold too. But gold is not very useful. It's a really soft metal, so using it for tools, I don't even know if you can. But it would be quite useless. And Terrafirmacraft is very true to real life. So I don't think you can make gold tools. I haven't found a single thing yet. Something is gonna break soon. Either my pan or overworked and I didn't get a thing. Let's see how this one is doing. 75%. Very good. So Let's see what we can... Can I do it here? I can. I thought it was too close. You need to really hold it right over the flowing water block. I got something. I heard a plop. I heard another plop, so I got 2 copper nuggets. That's okay. Also, I broke my pan, but it's easy to make a new one. Maybe this was a good spot. I think how much copper you find in the water, or not in the water, but how much copper you find in your sand is correlated somehow to how much copper is in the ground underneath. But I could be wrong. So I'm gonna make my crafting table, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day for this stream. But then we've taken the first step. Then we need to make a lot of planks so we can make our barrels and chests. Plop. And at least I have 3 more copper nuggets. Not ideal, but fire is out. So you need to be fairly quick. You just need to drink a little bit. Is this salt water? I can't drink. Is that salt water too? Yeah, it was. If you're too slow and don't pick up your copper, it will have solidified again. So then it's not molten anymore. There we go. So I just right click with that in hand and it says 100 units of copper. So I'm going to put my saw mold in there and it will fill up. Oh, this is so satisfying. Love it. Woohoo. So right now, this is, I think it's okay. I can place it there and get my saw blade. Look at that. And I have my stick and I got a saw. So now, let me show you. Let me just drink some water so I can actually walk. There we go. Better. Slurp, slurp, slurp. There we go. All right. So, the only thing is, like, I have trees, but it's not like I live in a forest, so I need to be a little bit mindful with how many trees I cut down. But anyway. Oh yeah, we don't have any wood there. There. I got some there. So I got my logs, I got my saw, and this is lumber. So let's make a bunch. And then the lumber, I can put 4 in 1 block to make planks. So that's the way it works. Lumber and then planks. And planks is what we recognize from regular Minecraft. I'm gonna put these down there because then I'm gonna show you what more to make. So here I have a workbench. So it's not a crafting table. And once I click on that, I get my grid and it's not actually a crafting table that I have to put down, which is kind of good. So now I can use my lumber to make a barrel. So I'm gonna make a barrel. And I'm gonna make a chest. Whee! So the barrel, let's put that there. So this is what I can use to make flax. So I'm gonna put water and flax in there, and I can have my there we go, chest there, and store items in. So I get a lot more than these. Baskets, straw baskets. I do have a ceramic bucket, so let me just do that, and then I'm gonna call it a day, because I have a family that I need to feed and I have papers I need to grade. Let's put the flax in there, and then I have my bucket. Okay, probably would have been smart if I put it next to the water. And this is so cool too. I love this because look, you can see how the water rises in there when I fill it up. Yeah. Have I filled it up completely? No, I haven't. It needs to be more, doesn't it? Oh. Ooh. I had salt water. I don't think that's gonna help. We need fresh water. Ooh. How do I... So that's a bit tricksy. Do I have fresh water? No, I don't. Fresh water there? No. Salt water. This was a bit tricksy. There, if I do it on the cattails. So for some reason I have salt water and fresh water right next to each other. Okay, and also that's a thorny bush, so don't stand too close to that. Oh, I broke my bucket. Gosh darn it. But you know what? I think I can make a bucket out of yes, I can. Out of wood. This makes life a lot easier. I just need to fill it up and then I can seal it. Then I'm gonna call it a day. And then I can make a... Oh, there's so many things we can do. We can make a proper door. We can make... I wanted to make like a little, I don't know, porch. So I can walk in without putting my head in thatch roof every time. So much to do. And also we can pick scallops and store them. And of course then it's good that we have salt water too, because I think they're gonna want salt water. It's full now, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, okay. There we go. And then I can seal. And that... I hope... I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say output. And then something. Flex. Doesn't say anything. I will see. We will see. We'll check back on that later. So awesome. I'm going to stand here and look at the beautiful, beautiful sunrise. And I'm going to thank you so much for watching. And I'll be back later when we are looking for more copper so we can make the other tools. And we'll see how that flax is doing. Also, we need to pick scallops because I can't live on raspberries and carrots and seaweed. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.